Hello everyone, welcome to Student Camp. Myself Vidmai. In this video, we will be dealing the topic of organometallic chemistry. To define organometallics, they are the compounds which contain direct metal-carbon linkage. Organometallics are the compounds which contain direct metal and carbon linkage. But this statement is not 100% true. The reason behind this is there are some exceptions too. The exceptions are some of the compounds which contain MC bond are not considered as OMC. And in case 2, there are some compounds which has no metal carbon bond but considered to be organometallics, OMC. The example in this case is calcium carbide, which is an inorganic carbide, and NaCN. These two compounds contain direct metal carbon bond, but they are not considered as an OMC. This is an exception of the above given statement. Now, here we have Wilkinson catalyst. This is Wilkinson catalyst. Yeah, there is no direct metal carbon linkage, but even though this is considered to be OMC. Here we may have a question that why Wilkinson catalyst is considered as OMC even without MC bond. The reason behind this is very simple. The function of this catalyst is hydrogenation of alkenes. Hydrogenation of alkenes. See, what's the meaning of hydrogenation of alkenes is adding of hydrogens to an unsaturated system such as alkenes. This is a function of Wilkinson catalyst, and during the process of this hydrogenation, a stage comes where there is a direct formation of metal carbon bond. So that's the reason why it is considered as an OMC. The first OMC discovered was dimethyl arsenous anhydride, which is commonly called as crocodile oxide. The structure of this is this organometallic complex or compound belongs to main group elements or main group OMC, because here the metal atom belongs to the main group elements. Then the first transition metal OMC discovered was this is salt. The structure of this salt is and ethyl group over here and negative charge. See, here the platinum metal belongs to transition metal, so this is considered as transition metal OMC. So when we try to classify OMC, this classification is based on metal atom. Based on metal atom. It is broadly classified into 3 types. Main group OMC, where the metal present belong to main group elements. Belongs to main group elements. The finest example of this is Grignard's reagent, RMgX or N-butyl lithium, and the transition metal OMC, the metal present belongs to transition metals. To transition metals. The example here is, here we have wide number of examples such as NiCO4, ferrocene, which is a sandwich compound, and here in lanthanide actinide OMC, the metal belongs to lanthanide and actinide series. Actinide series. Here the example is uranocene. Coming to hapticity, to define it, the number of donor atoms of ligand attached directly to the metal is called as hapticity. So you will get this definition when we will move into examples. Then the hapticity is denoted by the symbol neta. See, the number of donor atoms attached directly to the metal is called as hapticity. Means, in this case, see this example. This is a metal atom and it's attached to only one of the carbon atom of the ligand. So, this is neta 1. Neta is a symbol of hapticity. Now, in this case, metal is attached to only one of the carbon of the benzene ring. So, in this case also it is neta 1. In this case also it is neta 1 as the metal is attached only to the carbon atom. See, as the neta is 1, we call as monohaptoligands. Monohaptoligands. In the next case, if you see over here, the metal is attached to 2 of the carbon atoms. Means when it is attached to the bond in between 2 carbons, then its hapticity will be equal to neta equal to 2. In this case also, here the metal is attached to the bond in between 2 carbons. So, here also it is neta 2. When coming to here, when we indicate this symbol, it means the metal is attached to all the 3 carbon atoms. Means neta 3. Here neta 4. Here also it is neta 4 because 2 carbon atoms over here and 2 carbon atoms over here. Here also it is neta 4 because the metal is connected to the whole system. Now, this cyclopentadienyl ring in this metal is attached to the center, which means it is neta 5. It is neta 6 as the metal is attached to the whole ring of benzene. Now, to make the concept of hapticity more clear, once consider this cyclopentadienyl ring. Here the metal is attached to only one of the carbon atom. So, the hapticity of this will be equal to neta 1. When the metal is attached to in this manner, means here the 2 carbons are present and you have 1 carbon, but it is neta 3. Now, here there is the bond over here, and if neta 3 can also be written as in this manner, this is also neta 3, and if metal is attached in this manner, then it is neta 5. Here we must know one thing, that is a pentahaptoligand, which is its highest hapticity, can also act as trihapto, monohapto. Means another thing to be considered is when hapticity of ligand is not given, then we should consider its highest hapticity. After completion of hapticity, the next topic is 18 electron rule. In this 18 electron rule, the rule states that stable OMC, stable organometallic, will be formed when sum of d electrons, means the metal which is present, we have to consider the d electrons of that metal and the electrons related by the ligands will be equal to 18. When sum of d electrons of metal plus electrons donated by ligands will be equal to 18, then that complex will be considered as stable complex. So, to count 18 electron rule of a particular complex, we should know how many electrons does a metal contribute and how many electrons does the ligand contribute. So, I have prepared a small table over here. This is transition metal series. Now scandium. So I would suggest you to by heart these elements in a vertical way, because the electron donation by the atoms in one vertical way will be always same, and the electron donation will be equal to its group number. So the scandium, yttrium and lanthanum, here the electron donation by this group will be 3 and its group number is also 3. In the same manner titanium will be 4, 5, chromium group 6, manganese 7, ferrous 8, cobalt 9, nickel 10, copper 11 and zinc 12. So it means that when the manganese is present as a metal atom in the organometallic complex, it is going to donate 7 of the electrons. Now coming to the ligands, here are the list of few very important ligands. See, the electron count will be in two ways. One is neutral atom method and the other is oxidation state method. But we consider mostly neutral atom method because in this neutral atom method, we are considering the metal to be in the zero oxidation state. So we need not to calculate the oxidation state of the metal. But in the case of that method, which is oxidation state method, we have to count the oxidation state. So we will consider only neutral atom method. Now carbonyl. So please take a screenshot of this ligands because it will be very important for the solving of problems further. Yeah. Now another important thing is the donation of this ring will be equal to that hepaticity. See here, cyclopentadienyl ring, the hepaticity is 1, so the donation will be equal to 1. In this case, the hepaticity is 5 and the donation will be equal to 5. So in some of the cases, the ligand, the electron donation will be equal to its hepaticity. You can make a note of these ligands. And the next important thing I want to tell you is that this is a very important table. The transition metal complexes follow 18 electron rule. The square planar complexes follow 16 electron rule. Main group elements means main group OMC. We have seen this in the classification of OMC, right? They will follow 18 electron rule. Lanthanide and actinides follow 32 electron rule. And the complexes or organometallic compounds which follow 17 electron rule will be the strong oxidizing agents, and the one which follow 19 electron will be the strong reducing agents. This is very important. We can get a question like find the strong reducing agent among the following. Now let us consider this. Here CP2. CP means cyclopentadienyl ring. I have told you earlier that when the hepaticity of a ligand is not given, we should consider its highest hapticity. Here in the cyclopentadienyl ring, the highest hapticity will be neta 5. So we will be considering its hapticity as 5. So the hapticity will be also equal to the electron donation. Means as there are two cyclopentadienyl rings, the ligand donation will be equal to 10. And the chromium metal will be contributing, as I told you earlier, here the chromium will be contributing 6 electrons, means 6. It is following 16 electron rule. Now again 2 cyclopentadienyl rings means 10 plus, and the manganese contributes 7 electrons, means 7. 17 electron rule. Cyclopentadienyl rings 10 plus, and the ferrous will be donating 8 electrons, means 8. 18 electron rule, and then 10 plus the cobalt will be donating 9 electrons, means 9 is equals to 19 electrons. So we can get that this is a strong reducing agent and this strong oxidizing agent. Now we got to know that how to calculate the electrons in an organometallic complex. Now every complex or every compound in this universe try to attain the maximum stability, right? Then when we consider two of the complexes and manganese complex, are they stable complexes? How do we know? We know this by 18 electron rule. Here vanadium will contribute 5 electrons and each carbonyl will be providing 2, 6 into 2, 12 means 17 electrons. Here it will contribute 7 plus 10, 17 electrons. So these are not stable because they are not following 18 electron rule. And to attain stability, what this complex does is it reduces itself and converts into its anion. Now it will be 5, 12 plus 1 which will be equal to 18. It is now stable by reduction or converting into its anion or converting into its anion. Now in this case, does manganese also follow same phenomenon or any different one? Definitely different one. It follows the technique of dimerization to attain stability. Dimerization, upon dimerization, this will be forming Mn2CO10. Here Mn2CO10. Now each manganese will be of 18 electron, as this bond has 2 electrons, one will be contributed to this one and next to this one. So this is a way how they attain the stability by following 18 electron rule. But why this vanadium can't dimerize? The reason behind this is the vanadium is of very small size and it cannot accommodate such number of ligands around it. That is the reason it get reduces and the manganese get dimerizes. So now let us see some examples for 18 electron rule. Here the benzene ring, the hapticity is 6, so it will be contributing 6, 6, and the chromium will be contributing 6, total into 18 electrons, and it is stable. Here the palladium will be contributing 10 electrons, each ppH3 group 2, 4 means 8, 18 electrons means these are also stable. Here nickel will be contributing 10 electrons. Here the Cp means cyclopentadienyl ring whose hapticity is not given, so we'll consider its highest hapticity, which is 5, and here NO group is given, but we don't know that whether it is a linear or a bent one, so we'll consider it as a linear one because the linear one will give it stability, so we have to consider it in a linear fashion. So again 18 electron rule. Here the cobalt will be contributing 9 electrons and each carbonyl 2 means 8 plus 2. It will be following 19 electron rule. Though it is not a stable complex, as I have told you earlier that the complex which follow 19 electron rule are strong reducing agents. And FeCO4, ferrous will be contributing 8, 4 carbonyl ligands means 8 plus 2. Again 8 electrons will be stable. And here the hapticity is 3 over here, and the ruthenium will belong to ferrous family. It will be rotating 8 electrons and each ppH3 group 2, overall 6, and now this will be 17 electrons, which means it is strong oxidizing agent. Now here the cobalt will be donating 9 electrons and each cyclopentadienyl ring will be 5, means 10, 19 electron rule. Here the ferrocene 5, 5 means 10 plus 8, it follows 18 electron rule. And in this case the cobalt will be donating 9 electrons and 2 cyclopentadienyl rings 10, and as there is a plus charge we have to remove one 18 electron. It is also stable, and we have seen this complex earlier. This 5 plus each cobalt will be donating 2 means 6 into 2 12 plus 1, which will equal to 8. And this is the end of today's session. In the next session we will be solving some more questions from the standard books and we'll get into some other theory part. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Student Chem and hit the bell icon to get notified.